Have you ever felt like you're on top of the world with a woman? She's laughing at your jokes, making deep eye contact, and then, boom, radio silence. She starts ignoring your texts, giving you one-word answers or worse, acting like you don't even exist. But wait, didn't she like you? What's happening here? And more importantly, what should you do about it? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand the real reason she's ignoring you and how to turn things around before it's too late. 1. She's testing your confidence. Women are naturally drawn to confidence. It's a psychological trigger rooted in evolution. Confidence signals strength, stability, and leadership. If a woman suddenly pulls away or starts ignoring you, she might be testing how secure you are in yourself. She wants to see, will you chase her desperately? Will you overthink and panic? This test is often subconscious, but the way you respond determines whether her attraction grows or fades. Imagine you've been texting a woman regularly. She seems engaged, responding quickly and with enthusiasm. Then suddenly she slows down. You send a message, no reply. Hours go by, then a full day. Your instinct? You start overanalyzing. Did I say something wrong? Is she losing interest? Should I double text to check in? But here's the trick. If you panic and chase, you fail the test. Wrong move. You send another message. Hey, I noticed you haven't replied. Did I do something wrong? This screams insecurity. It signals that your confidence is dependent on her response, and that's a turnoff. Right move. You don't react emotionally. You go about your day as if nothing changed. Maybe you even post a picture on your social media showing you having fun with friends. Then a day or two later, she sends a message. Hey, sorry I was busy. What are you up to? Bingo. She was testing you, and because you remained unshaken, her attraction for you increased. When a woman pulls back, don't assume the worst. Stay confident, live your life, and let her come back on her own terms. If she's testing you, passing that test makes you even more attractive. 2. She's unsure about her own feelings. Women are emotional beings, and sometimes their feelings towards a man are complicated. She may genuinely like you, but something inside her is making her hesitate. This hesitation could stem from past heartbreak or trust issues, fear of getting too emotionally attached, confusion about whether you're the right guy for her, conflicting emotions about another person in her life. In this situation, her pulling away isn't necessarily rejection, it's her way of giving herself space to process her emotions. Imagine you've been spending time with a woman. There's undeniable chemistry, deep conversations, playful teasing, and lingering eye contact. You start to feel like things are moving towards something serious. Then, out of nowhere, she becomes distant. She stops initiating conversations. She takes longer to reply to your messages. When you do meet, she seems preoccupied or emotionally withdrawn. You start thinking, did I do something wrong? Is she losing interest? Should I push for clarity? What's actually happening? She does like you, but her emotions are clashing with her rational thoughts. Maybe she's been hurt before and is afraid of repeating the past. Maybe she's not sure if she's ready for something serious, or maybe she's battling her own internal doubts about relationships. Wrong move. You bombard her with messages like, did I do something to upset you? Why are you being distant all of a sudden? Just tell me if you don't like me anymore. This puts pressure on her, forcing her to make a decision she may not be ready for. And in most cases, that decision won't be in your favor. Right move. Instead of panicking, give her the space she needs. You could send a message like, hey, I've noticed you're a little distant. No pressure. I just want you to know I'm here if you need to talk. This shows emotional intelligence and maturity. It lets her know you're aware of the shift in energy but aren't demanding an immediate response. In many cases, she'll appreciate the lack of pressure and come back to you when she's ready. If she's unsure about her feelings, the worst thing you can do is push for an answer. Instead, give her time, remain confident, and focus on your own life. If she's truly interested, she'll find her way back to you. But what if her silence is a rejection? That's what we'll uncover next. 3. She's losing interest, and you're helping her do it. Attraction isn't static. It either grows or fades over time. If a woman starts ignoring you, there's a real possibility that her interest is declining. The tricky part? Many men unintentionally accelerate this process by making one of these common mistakes: becoming too predictable. Every conversation feels the same, and there's no excitement. Being too available, you're always there, always replying instantly, and never creating any sense of mystery. Lacking emotional variety, women crave a mix of emotions. If you're only providing comfort but no excitement, attraction dwindles. In short, she's not ignoring you because she wants to. She's doing it because the spark is fading. Let's say you've been texting a woman for a few weeks. In the beginning, the conversations were fun, flirty, and full of energy. But now, she takes hours or even days to respond. Her replies are short and lack enthusiasm. She no longer initiates conversations. You sense something is off, so you try harder. You start texting more, sending good morning messages every day, and asking if she's okay when she doesn't respond quickly. The problem? Your increased attention doesn't bring her closer. It pushes her further away. Why? Because she's already disengaging, and now you're making yourself too available without re-sparking attraction. Wrong move, sending multiple texts when she doesn't reply. Hey, you there? Did I do something wrong? Over-explaining yourself. I just want you to know I really like talking to you, and I hope we can keep getting to know each other. Always being the one to initiate. If she's not reciprocating your energy, chasing harder won't change that. It'll just make you look desperate. Right. Move. Instead of chasing her attention, focus on creating attraction again. Here's what you can do. If your interactions have become stale, inject excitement. Instead of another, "How was your day?" text, send something playful like, if she's responding slowly, match her energy. If she takes hours to respond, do the same. This prevents you from looking overly eager. Instead of always being available, be busy with your own life. Post something interesting on social media. Show that you have passions outside of chasing her attention. When a woman is losing interest, trying harder won't fix it. Instead, create intrigue, avoid predictability, and most importantly, let her wonder about you again. If she feels like she's figured you out completely, she'll get bored. But if she sees you as a challenge, her interest will reignite. 4. She's playing the hard-to-get game. Some women intentionally ignore or pull away as a strategy to test a man's level of interest, patience, and confidence. This isn't always malicious. It's often subconscious. Here's why she might be doing it. She wants to see if you're willing to pursue her. If you give up too easily, she might assume you weren't that into her. Do you stay cool, or do you become needy and desperate? She's following outdated dating advice. Some women believe playing hard to get increases their perceived value. You meet a woman, and everything seems great. She laughs at your jokes, holds eye contact, and maybe even initiates some conversations. You get her number, start texting, and she seems engaged at first. Then suddenly, she takes much longer to respond to texts. She stops initiating conversations. You start to wonder, did I do something wrong? Is she actually interested, or just messing with me? Wrong move, sending multiple follow-up texts. Hey, are you still interested? Did I do something wrong? I just want to be clear that I really like you and I don't understand why you're being distant. Constantly texting, asking her out repeatedly, or trying too hard to impress her. All of these behaviors make her feel too certain that she has all the power in the dynamic. If she was testing you, now she knows she can easily control your emotions. That's a turnoff. Right move. Instead of chasing, match her energy. If she takes hours to respond, you do the same. If she stops initiating, you pull back too. Here's how you handle it in a smooth way. If you suspect she's playing hard to get, lightheartedly acknowledge it. Oh, I see how it is. Keeping me on my toes, huh? I feel like I just unlocked a new level in the getting to know you game. This keeps things playful while showing you're aware of what's happening. If she pulls away, don't react emotionally. Instead, fill your time with your own interests, friends, and hobbies. Post something fun on social media. Make her wonder what you're up to. Sometimes, a woman playing hard to get just wants to see if you'll keep pursuing her. If she's still showing some level of interest, you can send a light, fun text like, "You're a tough one to catch. I respect the challenge." If she responds with playfulness, she's still engaged. If she continues ignoring you completely, she might just not be interested, and in that case, you move on. If she's playing hard to get, don't panic and chase. Match her energy instead. This makes her feel like she has to put in effort to keep your attention, which keeps the attraction alive. 5. She's dealing with personal issues. Sometimes, a woman's distance has nothing to do with you at all. Life can get overwhelming, and if she's going through personal struggles, whether it's stress, family issues, career problems, or emotional turmoil, she may withdraw to focus on herself. Unlike men, who often seek distractions when dealing with stress, women tend to retreat inward. If she's ignoring you, she might be emotionally drained. She doesn't have the energy to engage in conversation. Trying to process something difficult, women often prefer to sort through their emotions alone before talking about them. Not in the right mindset for dating. Even if she likes you, her personal struggles might make it hard for her to connect emotionally. The key? Recognizing the signs that she's going through something and responding with patience and emotional intelligence. You've been seeing a woman for a few weeks. Everything seemed great. Good chemistry, fun conversations, and meaningful interactions. But then, out of nowhere, she becomes distant. She stops responding to messages as quickly. When she does reply, her texts are short and lack enthusiasm. She turns down invitations to meet up. At first, you assume she's losing interest. But then you notice, she's also posting less on social media. She seems quieter than usual when you do talk. She mentioned being stressed about work, family, or something else personal. This isn't a game, it's real life affecting her mood. Wrong move, bombarding her with messages like, "Why are you ignoring me?" or "Did I do something wrong?" Demanding answers. If you don't want to talk, just say so. Trying to fix her problems when she hasn't asked for help. These approaches make her feel pressured when she's already overwhelmed. Right move. Instead of taking it personally, show understanding and patience. Send a thoughtful but low-pressure message. "Hey, I noticed you've been quieter than usual. I hope everything's okay. No pressure to talk, just know I'm here if you need anything. I get the sense you might be going through something. Just know I'm around if you ever feel like talking." This shows you care without demanding her attention. If she's dealing with something personal, the best thing you can do is let her come to you when she's ready. Don't flood her with texts or ask for constant updates. Show her that you care, but don't put your life on hold waiting for her to reply. If she truly values your presence, she'll reach out when she's ready. If a woman is pulling away due to personal struggles, it's not about you. Be patient, be understanding, and give her space. If she genuinely likes you, she'll return once she's in a better headspace. 6. She's talking to someone else. Sometimes, the painful truth is that she's ignoring you because she's interested in someone else. It doesn't necessarily mean she never liked you. It just means her attention is being drawn elsewhere. Women, especially those who are attractive and social, often have multiple men interested in them. Even if she seemed engaged with you initially, she may have met someone who she perceives as a better fit. Here's why she might be pulling away. She started developing stronger feelings for someone else. Even if she liked you, her emotions might be shifting. She doesn't know how to tell you. Instead of being direct, she's creating distance, so you take the hint. This is a tough pill to swallow, but recognizing the signs early can save you time and emotional energy. You've been texting a woman for a few weeks and things were going well. She was engaged, flirty, and even hinted at wanting to spend more time with you. But recently, she's been Texts that used to come within minutes now take hours, or even days. Instead of asking you questions or keeping the conversation going, she just responds with lol, yeah, or cool. She used to be excited about meeting up, but now she's always busy or vague about rescheduling. Then you notice something interesting. Maybe she posts a story on Instagram at a restaurant, but you weren't the one who took her there. At this point, you start to wonder, is she losing interest? Or is there someone else? Wrong move. Are you talking to someone else? Or, just be honest with me, do you like another guy? Sending more messages, complimenting her excessively, or showering her with gifts in an attempt to outshine the competition. Saying things like, I just feel like you don't like me anymore, or, am I not good enough? All of these reactions make you look weak and lower your value in her eyes. Right move. Instead of chasing or panicking, shift your mindset. If she's consistently ignoring you, delaying responses and avoiding plans, take it as a sign. Women who truly like you will make an effort, no excuses. Instead of always being the one to reach out, pull back and see if she initiates. If she doesn't, that's your answer. If she's talking to someone else, the best thing you can do is become the kind of man who doesn't need to chase women. Women chase him. Work on yourself, hit the gym, focus on your goals, and let her see what she's missing. This shows confidence, self-respect, and emotional control, traits that make you more attractive, whether to her or someone better. If she's talking to someone else, don't compete for her attention. Let her realize what she's losing. The right woman won't make you feel like an option. If she does, it's time to move on and invest your energy elsewhere. But what if there's one final reason, one that most guys completely overlook? Let's reveal it now. 7. She's already made up her mind, and she's letting you figure it out. One of the hardest truths to accept is that sometimes a woman has already decided she's not interested anymore. But instead of telling you directly, she's pulling away and hoping you get the hint. Women often do this for a few reasons. She'd rather let things fade naturally than have an uncomfortable conversation. In her mind, gradually pulling away is gentler than outright rejection. If she thinks you might get upset or try to convince her to stay, she may avoid the conversation altogether. This can be frustrating because you're left in limbo, wondering if she's busy, playing hard to get, or just not interested. Imagine you've been seeing a woman for a few months. Things seemed great at first, lots of laughs, deep conversations, and mutual attraction. But now, something feels off. She takes way longer to reply than she used to. She doesn't initiate conversations anymore. When you suggest meeting up, she either cancels or gives vague answers like, we'll see, or I'll let you know. When you do talk, her energy feels distant, almost like she's just going through the motions. At this point, you start asking yourself, did I do something wrong? Should I try harder? But the truth is, she's already made up her mind. She just doesn't want to be the one to say it out loud. Wrong move. Sending long messages trying to fix things, asking what you did wrong, or trying to remind her of the good times. Can you just tell me what's going on? Or, do you still like me? This won't change her mind. It'll just confirm her decision to leave. Right move. Instead of waiting for her to spell it out, take control of the situation. If she's consistently distant, avoids making plans, and doesn't engage in conversation, take it as the answer. She's not interested anymore. If you want clarity, you can send a message like, hey, I've noticed you've been distant. I respect your time, so if you're no longer interested, it's totally okay. Just let me know and I'll move on. This gives her a chance to be honest while showing that you're confident and not emotionally dependent on her response. If a woman has already made up her mind, don't wait for her to tell you. Read the signs and act accordingly. By recognizing when she's pulling away and responding with confidence, you protect your self-respect and move on with dignity. So here's the takeaway. A woman ignoring you doesn't always mean she's not interested, but how you react makes all the difference. Stay confident, stay mysterious, and most importantly, value yourself enough to walk away when necessary. Because the right woman, she won't ignore you. She'll make you feel wanted. If you found this valuable, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we're diving even deeper into female psychology in upcoming videos.